What is up, guys? This is Xaashe. Thank you for watching, and today I'm going to bring you some of the level 8 account Xaashe that's also in our clan. I just want to show you some replays. Before I do that, let me just show you the deck that I'm using. I'm using the same deck on this level 8 account. I've got the Picker, the Hog Rider, the Valkyrie, the Goblins, the Musketeer, and then the Arrows, Freeze, and the Elixir Collector. So as you can see, this account just went to level 8, and yeah, we've got some nice replays I want to show you guys. So this deck, I find myself struggling against people who play with giants. I don't know why. I don't think my deck is designed to, because I don't play with Inferno Tower. It's not easy to beat people playing with giants. But yeah, so okay, this is the first replay. This one I want to show you guys because it's a 3-star. I mean a 3 crown that I got. So this guy starts off with a tower. Now usually I sort of just wait it out when they put down a tower. Now the bomb tower still lasts quite a long time. So if they play a defensive tower in the beginning, then I usually start with my picker after I've put down my elixir collector. So because I see the barbarians, I wanted to put my Valk in front of my picker. So here I dropped the Valk, and then I drop goblins on that hog to see if I can just defend while I'm attacking as well. So it only cost me 2 to defend the hog, and now I still have my musketeer and my picker going at the tower. So I sort of anticipated that he might have minions. I see minions a lot. So as soon as I saw the minions get dropped, I was ready to drop the arrows. So this one I managed to take the first tower quite quickly. So that picker survived the whole way through. So here he drops his bomb tower right at the end there. So now I thought, I'll just try and defend this one. I've got my elixir collector there for distraction. He gives me a cry face, so I gave him a cry face back. So yeah, I know he's got the giant, and I'm a little bit scared of the giant. Like I say, sometimes the giants seem to, especially if people use like a witch with a rage spell and some goblins and spear goblins behind the giant, then it does a lot of damage. And I think this last replay I'll show you guys. So here I dropped my picker. I decided to go for the lower hit point tower, the 2200. So that's why I dropped my picker on the right. Now fortunately my Valk took out the wizard, and now I have 4 troops going on both lanes. So there he drops the barbarians on the one side, and I decide to drop my hog behind my picker, and I had my arrows ready in anyway. So there I froze both towers. That was a little bit of a fail because I tried to freeze the bomb tower as well. But yeah, I've got 2 musketeers at the tower, my goblins. I've got the picker and the hog rider on the right. There I send another hog. So here you can see it's all over, and I still have a few troops left. So that was quite a good one. I'm going to take you guys to the next replay. So the next one I want to show you is against a mortar user. So we just came down from there. So then there was a draw, 1 defeat, and then there's this guy here. Now he is level 7, but I really dislike playing against mortars. So you'll see what I do here. I always put my elixir collector in the front. Now I know it's a risk because people place their mortar far enough back so that it takes out your elixir collector without you getting to it. So yeah, here I realized he put the pump down. So as he put that elixir collector down, I thought to myself, I'll drop my hog and my Valk, and right here the freeze just missed the goblins as well. So at least I got the first few shots in. Now, up until this moment, I didn't know he was a mortar user. So here he drops the mortar. I don't have anything ready, so his mortar is going to get off a few shots on my collector. There I dropped my musketeer, and she was able to take out the mortar just in time. Also just in time for my Valk to start to drop her so that the barbarians doesn't get to my tower. Now, when he placed that cannon on the left-hand side, I thought to myself, maybe I must attack on the right, even though I've done a lot of damage on the left. So at this point in time, I was like, maybe I must go to the right, but I wasn't sure. So I dropped my collector down because he's got 2 elixir pumps now. And, with him having the zap and the goblins, 2 sets of goblins, he can cycle through his deck so quickly. Now, this is what I sometimes do. If I see he puts down a mortar, I quickly put down either a Valk or my P.E.K.K.A, because then the mortar will, in front of my tower, because then the mortar will actually target my P.E.K.K.A and not, or my Valkyrie and not my tower. So there it worked out quite fine. And then I decided to push on the right. And this worked out quite well as well. There I freeze his cannon and the tower. So now I've got both towers down to about 1400 and 1200. Now there I put my Valk down so that she will distract. And then the mortar still went for my elixir pump. So there I know the Valk was going to take out down the pump, so I decided to put another elixir pump in the middle to distract again. Now as you can see here, his cannon is just about to expire. So I decided to distract him on the left with my P.E.K.K.A. And now I know his mortar will aim at my P.E.K.K.A and not at my, well, there it goes for my elixir collector. But there I tried to freeze his troops. I was going to go for that tower, but now seeing that he didn't try to defend on the left, I decided to switch around, and then I sent all my troops in on the left. Now fortunately my Valk managed to take off all the barbarians, and then right here the last freeze, and this was so close. And anyway, there he put down his cannon, and just in time I actually managed to take out his tower. So this was like I tried to keep him busy on both sides, and then right at the last minute I managed to get the win on the left. Okay, so let's go to another replay. This was the mortar guy. Where was he? There he was. Then I lost 2 in a row. This guy almost had the same deck as me, but I don't want to show you him. This guy was a level, all his troops were a level higher than me. So let's watch this one. He's got level 6 wizard. He's got a level 6 hog. He's level 8, but all his rares are a level higher than mine. And his elixir collector, mine is level 5. His is level 7. So I knew this was going to be a close one. Now, when I don't have my elixir collector up front and I can see it's in the lineup, then I just drop something cheap and try to get my elixir collector down. Now, when I saw the pump and the bomb tower there, I realized that this guy's probably going to play a defensive game. But then he dropped his level 6 hog rider, and I was like, okay, that is a lot. Now, you'll see here what I did. I dropped my musketeer far enough away from my Valk because I expect to freeze. Now, that's one thing I can advise you guys on. That'll be quite a good thing to do. If you'll see I'll do it again in another. So now he made a mistake here of dropping his elixir collector with his other one being very close to being dead. So there unfortunately my hog rider got shoved off to the side in range of the other tower, but fortunately my goblins managed to take out that tower. So now I knew, I can sort of wait this one out. I just have to defend from here on in. So here you'll see what I do. He puts his hog rider down. I put my Valk. I expected to freeze, so this time I dropped my musketeer at a different spot. But yeah, that is one thing that I would advise you guys. Just make sure when you drop troops, just drop them like far enough apart so that a freeze won't get all your troops at the same time. So here my hog rider managed to actually get in a few shots, and my musketeer will get a few shots on the king tower. Now here I almost got into a little bit of trouble because I was running out of troops to defend with. So here I dropped my elixir pump, which was a bit dodgy, but then I had time to put the Valkyrie down as well. So I expected to freeze, so I was waiting, and then as soon as my goblins came, okay, I dropped my musketeer next. I wanted to put down the goblins, but they were still in line. So now, yet again, he's got his level 6 collector, he's got his wizard and his bomb tower, so he does a lot of splash damage. So you'll see my troops actually go down quite quickly. Now here I was just trying to defend for the last 30 seconds, so I put my P.E.K.K.A down and my elixir collector. There I saw the skeleton army for the first time, and then I put my Valk in front of them. So now I've got the Valk tanking and the Picker at the back. Then I drop my Hog on the other tower, and now right here with only 10 seconds left, I decided just to try and hang on. So there I put a freeze down, and it was all over. Alright, so obviously I had to give the guy a laugh because he had stronger troops than me. Alright, so that was another close one. Let's see if I can show you guys one more replay. This last one, maybe I must just show you this last one. Yeah, let's take this look at this last one here, the one I did just now. Alright, so this is also level 8. His name is Showtime. So I did make a mistake in the beginning of this battle. So he managed to get a lead. So let's have a look at what happened here. I put down my elixir collector or elixir pump. He puts down his spear goblins, which aren't as strong as your regular goblins. They do about half the damage of a regular goblin, but they do have that range. So now, yet again, he's got a bomb tower. Now, I don't like going against bomb towers, especially now my two troops are right against each other, so both of them is going to do damage at the same time, which is not ideal. Now I had nothing to defend the Valk with, so I had to, I think I played my Picker, played my Picker between the two, trying to protect my elixir collector, and then I dropped some goblins on the musketeer. So around about here, I realized my Picker doesn't have, I didn't know what troops he had. I always keep arrows close by, so as soon as I saw the arrows, I managed to get those minions, but then I had a fail of a freeze. Now this cost me, because now I spent 4 elixir on nothing. He drops his goblin barrel, he's laughing at me, because he thinks he's going to take this one. So yeah, he got me off guard there, and he managed to take a lot of my tower. So as you can see, I've barely touched these towers. But there's no worries, I just have to reset. So there I get my elixir collector down. Now he's got about, at this point in time, I still thought, okay, there's no way I can win this one. So there I decided to play, this was just, I put the musketeer just too far in front so that the tower didn't help me take out the other musketeer. So that was a terrible one. And then here, round about this point, when, because I didn't know he had the rocket, because now you'll see he's going to use it the first time. So round about now, when I saw the rocket come, I thought to myself, okay, so now I have a massive deficit of that one tower. It's only 700 hit points left. But I do have full elixir, and so I was thinking, okay, how can we make this work? So I put my goblins in front to get rid of his goblins. Now I knew he had the minions, so I was trying to get his defenses to stop working and then have my arrows ready. You can see my arrows are selected at the bottom. Now right there, I managed to get a few, but my Picker went down, so I still haven't touched the tower yet. Now I've got 20 seconds left. He only has to do 700 damage. I have to do 1800. So here, I was expecting him to probably play his minions. And as soon as he dropped that rocket, I thought to myself, okay, let's go for this. Let's see if I can get his tower. And I expected the goblin, so you'll see I had my arrows ready. And right there, I managed to snuck it just as overtime started. So yeah, I had to laugh at the guy because he laughed at me halfway through. So anyway, guys, those are just 3 replays using this deck. It's quite strong. Even at, I just went to level 8, but before I turned level 8 on this account, I managed to hit 2000. So not too bad. As you can see, highest trophies on this account is 2322, which is quite high. I'm not there now. I have 2200. So yeah, I'm just going to give a shout out for the clan, and you'll see we've got some people challenging each other, and it's quite fun to actually play one another all the time. Definitely a plus point for this game above Clash of Clans. But anyway, guys, so if you want to come and join the clan, we're an open clan. We only have 47 members now, so you guys are welcome to just pop in. The trophy requirements are 800, and yeah, I kick people who don't donate. So whenever there's a 0 donator, I get rid of them. And as soon as someone donates 100, then they get promoted to elder. Alright guys, so yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Cheers.